Aloha! Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the... Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Gonna run it. It's Bitonio. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Touchdown, LSU! What a grab and go for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's got 42 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to throw, it's Robbins. He finds his man. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Vitonio. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're bringing heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And this will push the offense back. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They feed him again. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the stick.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sticks it in his belly. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Number 13.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 13-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. It's Batonio. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Robbins. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
31, Hawaii, 0.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Brings up 4th down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He looks that one in nicely. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Trying to slam in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Bitonio. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. The toss to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Robbins. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
At this rate, the offense is going to be lucky to kick a field goal. 2 straight plays down by the goal line, 2 straight sacks. What is going on?
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, LSU.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Robbins. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.